Davis in the commentary box.
Unlike his English counterpart, the recall of the ex-Scottish captain, Roy Aitken, has taken him only as far as the substitutes bench. Instead, Andy Roxburgh gives the first cap to the Celtic midfield player, Mike Galloway, who, for the record, has started only 10 Premier League games in the last season and a quarter. The only other choice to ponder was a partner for Gordon Durie. Brian McClare is preferred to John Robertson. All but one of the Romanian players went to the World Cup finals in Italy in 1990. The difference now is that they play for clubs all over Europe. The best known, Hagi and Lakatush, are included, as is Daniel Timofti, who helped make Pat Bonner a national hero in Ireland. His was the penalty in the 8 finals of the World Cup, which Bonner saved. The one player who's come on the scene since the World Cup is 21-year-old Dorinul Munteanu. All the officials on what is a warm, muggy evening in Bucharest come from Germany. The referee is Aaron Schmidhuber, and Scotland playing from right to left. Once again, for them, it's a question of make, do and mend. Andy Roxburgh, the manager, very philosophical about the many absentees which would together make up quite a useful side, but are not available to him because of injury. But I suppose it might be said that if Scotland are hampered by injuries and Romania have 3 players unavailable, the country where the match is being played is being somewhat hampered by life. And the first strike of the match comes from the new fellow, Munteanu, from Dinamo Bucharest. Go through the players missing it, made for quite an interesting exercise. Goff, Gillespie, McLeish and Nicol would form a back 4. McAllister, McStay, Collins and McLeod in midfield. McCoist and Mo Johnson up front. Then you could throw in a couple of the Fergusons, Ian and Derek. The one who is playing and wearing number 5, the one McPherson that is Dave McPherson of Hearts. Petrescu. Malpass as Lakatush turned away and goes on a long run across field. This is Hagi. It's been somewhat disappointing at Real Madrid in terms of work rate. He's got a shooting chance here and doesn't take it. Truth be told, I think he played that slightly further ahead of him than was his intent. And his strike of the ball was a somewhat stretching strike. And Andy Gorham not tested, although twice the defence in front of him has opened up. The Romanians down in 4th place in the group, but still with a chance of qualifying if they could win 3 straight matches. And an opportunity. That's a very, very good challenge. Fine challenge. Raju Choyu, who made the breakthrough, but it was an excellent tackle by Maurice Malpass, who'd come across the back. Scotland have Durie wide to the left. That's a good header. And this is Boyd. If he can hold it, and he does. And Lung decides to punch. Strachan, again Strachan. Had to improvise a little, didn't fall that kindly for him. Couldn't get any power in the shot. Lakatush do like to spread it wide, taking on Malpass, who got just a bit of it. And Malpass covering behind McPherson. Timofte, the greater threat on this right side. That's good play by Petrescu. And very good cover by Gordon Durie. Appeal for the handball by the Romanians, but that really would have been extremely harsh. But it's caused quite a considerable debate around me. We're penned in on all sides. Gentleman making quite sure I didn't miss it. Hadji with the shot, comes on the right side, looks for an extra one. And knocked down by Gorham, put away by Malpass. Well, Hadji proving there is venom in both boots. Coming up to 20 minutes gone. Hadji! Mateus, the German, was the first, I think, at international level to try that direct from the corner. It was a very accurate corner. Petrescu. Timofti. One turn too many. And a free kick against him. Referee says play on. Good advantage, but Jury's got quite a lot to do now. Held it up well. Strachan. Plenty forward for Scotland. That's too long, though. That's a poor header. Really awful header out by Sandoy. He's going harmlessly for a goal kick. No communication between goalkeeper and defender. The other end, Raduchoiu. And Lakatouche. Still Lakatouche. Still Lakatouche. Amazing escape for Scotland. Lakatouche beating both Malpass and McCall, the latter of whom rather dived in, I thought. Raduchoiu with the cross. Malpass stretching. That's where, well, he felt that he'd got to get there, to be fair to him. And as Gorham came forward, the ball passed the far post. First signs, I think, of impatience in the crowd. Boyd. Still Boyd. Taken extremely calmly by Loom. Free kick. Little nudge. Much to Scotland's advantage that the sting has gone out of both the game and the crowd. Petrescu. Munteanu. Hadji. Really poor cross from a player of quality. Not too keen, Gordon Strachan. Final seconds of the first half. And the referee agrees with them. And so we reach half-time with a blank score sheet. Romania not taking the chances that came their way. And Scotland, as the half-time interval approached, certainly quietening the crowd by their controlled performance in defence. Scotland's record under Andy Roxburgh is very much an even one. 43rd game. 15 wins, 14 draws, 13 defeats. And even is how it stands at the start of the second half here in Bucharest. Lakatouche, one of those to have opportunities for Romania, which weren't taken. Choyu waiting in the middle, so is Hadji. Nobody taking advantage. The ball flicked across sideways. Hadji. Took a run by Hadji. And the referee doesn't like the challenge by Galloway. And the free kick is almost dead centre. about 24, 25 yards. Six-man central wall, three marking three to the right, to the right, one marking one to the left. And Haji hit the rigging behind and slightly on top of the goal. Michael Klein plays his football now in the second division in Germany with Erdogan. Trescu plays in the Italian first division with Foggia, and this man plays in the Spanish first division with Real Madrid. Haji. He got it across. Amazing reaction save from Gorham. Kicked it away with his left foot. I think the Scots thought that was going out, but Haji managed to get it across. And Gorham reacted so quickly to deny Raducioiu. Header down, but it arrives at Dury. Got two to his left and was aware of that. Galloway, poor first touch. McCall keeps it going. Dury. And he played for the whistle. That's useful. Raducioiu. Well held up by Levine. And Lupescu, but in the end, it was a cross and not the shot that he was hoping for initially. But it's lifted the crowd again. A couple of near things. Gorham taking it well. McClare. McCall. More attacking enterprise from the Scots. McCall again. Gallagher. Well, a deliberate back heel, but it finds Malpass. Two waiting in the middle. In between them was Sandoy. Clearance wasn't quite clearly not a good one. Lacatouche. Four forwards. Raducioiu. Now three waiting in the area. Haji trying to tease Levine. And Lacatouche is wide. It's a really clip cross by Haji after he'd teased Levine. First time shot by Lacatouche, but wide. Raducioiu looked a very good player. They're trying clearly to set up the left foot. Haji. Still Haji. The Aberdonian coming out on top again. Feeds Dury, who looks for Gallagher, who's unlucky. They were split wide open then, only two up. There were about five back, and those two very nearly contrived a goal between them. A quick look then from Dury, then a second one. It was a good cross, and Gallagher with the left got it well, but pulled it across the face of the goal. Lacatouche. Romanians poised to make their last substitution. Free kick has been given. And a very strange decision, not only to this commentator, but to most of the crowd. Raducioiu is the player to be replaced. Well, I think he's had an excellent game. Anyway, coaches and managers decide, commentators comment. So Dumitrescu is on. We've had all four substitutes. Appeal by by Jury to turn the ball away from the oncoming microcline, and a penalty has been given. Jury stretched. He's claiming that he was pushed, but no doubt at all there was a hand there. And Hadji has the opportunity. It's a long cross to the far post. They were fully stretched, and the hand turned it away. Can the hands of Gorham do the same? Georgi Hadji, the crowd on its feet. Romania lead 1-0. And Hadji goes off to celebrate. And if he does too much of it, he could get himself into trouble. Dumitrescu, the substitute, had hardly seen any action before Hadji curling the ball across Gorham, who was very close with the left hand, may even have got a touch to it. And Malpass there asking the referee to note the time being wasted by Hadji. But the celebration is all around the Stour Stadium. Romanian flags, streamers coming too, lots of noise, plenty of observations. Foul by Malpass, for which he's going to be booked, and that will put him out of the match against San Marino. It's perhaps not a major loss against the minnows of the group. Hadji takes it and is well wide. Ball didn't seem to come out of the area there, but play continues. On by Dury. Lakatouche. 3 against 3. Malpass now getting back, and Lakatouche beats himself. Leclerc, Jury to the left. Good running by McCall. The ball was just a couple of revolutions too far ahead of him, I think. Had a very good run. To be found by Jury. The move started by McClare. But he didn't really quite get there and couldn't keep it down. Now playing the time the referee is allowing. Hadji, his combination with Lakatouche just has not come off. Scotland will be hoping that it does so against the Swiss. And then that Romania lose in Bulgaria. Crowd encouraging the German referee to blow the final whistle. And Gallagher just couldn't make contact. Could be the last chance has gone for Andy Roxburgh's team in this match. Signals come up from both linesmen. And the final whistle is blown. And to the delight of the home crowd, Jorge Hadji's 18th goal proves decisive. First defeat in the group for Scotland, and Group 2 is now there for the taking.
Try and keep this simple, but if the Swiss get a draw away to Romania, Scotland will need to beat San Marino by at least 10 goals. But Romania could still qualify if they win their last 2 games. Well, it's been proven once again it's never easy to win in Romania, is it, Jimmy?
No, they're a fine footballing side, really pleasant to watch. I mean, Scotland made as good a battle of it as they could. I say almost Scotland's second team because they have been affected by injuries.
But of course they played league matches last Saturday and the previous midweek too, which I think Andy Roxburgh wasn't too happy about, and it cost them.
Yes, it cost them, but of course England had a rest and didn't give one of their best performances. You never know.
So who's to know?
Who's to know?
Let's look at the best chance that Scotland had once again, just to have a word about
it was a good move, and it was, of course, before Romania had scored. Kimmy wins it and gets it down the line to Jury. It's a beautiful, beautiful cross coming up here. Gallagher's steaming up the middle, but he just hooks it round, beats the whole of the defence, keeper as well, but he's just reaching too much and can't prod it home.
He'd come on as sub, hadn't he? Well, 5 minutes later, the incident that led to the penalty. Terry, you can talk about this.
I think that's the ball that goes down into the right-hand corner, and I think here, to be fair, Lakatushu, I think, is an excellent player. He can be a little rotter now and again. I think he makes the most of a situation that's not there.
Yeah, against Malpass.
He doesn't even put his foot out, Malpass, and I don't think it's a free kick in the first place. But of course, they get their free kick, and as we can see here, it's a well-struck ball to the back post, where Jury is contesting against a yellow shirt. There's no doubt the hand goes to the ball.
Klein was the
and Klein. He seems to be saying Jury there that he was pushed, and I wouldn't think he would volunteer to be handing the ball in that position. So again, it's not clear, but it looks as if he's under extreme pressure
to be swinging his arm in the air.
And it's a terrible one to lose the game on, of course.
Two very unfortunate decisions running. I mean, if you're picking a man of the match and you're Romanian, you'd have picked the referee, wouldn't he? Because he actually awarded the game with those two decisions, one after the other at the end.
Unfortunately, they can still qualify. Now, as I'm sure you know, Northern Ireland were unable to qualify from their